Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? And about another video. Okay, I probably do part two of the video about this woman. I probably do stuff about this woman, Michelle Blair. And she's a woman who was charged with murder. How she was killing her two children. And somewhere in Detroit. How she had a body. On how she had hid their bodies in the home, and how you know, so I think she's doing life in prison for murder, and how she doing life, and how she is a convicted killer. So man, the video talk about what happened in why she's in prison. So here we go, man. Okay, Michelle Blair is I say 35-year woman who was charged with murder, and how she had killed her two children. So I think around it means I probably say around the year 2015 or 2014. Is I think she had murdered 13-year-old Stony Blair, and she had murdered 9-year-old Stephen Barry. So she had had strangled the boy, and how on and so I think she had had killed both of them. And I got read somewhere online, or watching videos about why she was in prison, because the woman had killed basically the two children, because both of them was messing with her older son. So I had watch some interviews about on I say on why she did it, and why she had killed two children. So okay, she said that her son was being touched on, molested, and how on how two children wasn't treating her son right, man. How they was trying to get uh first not the 9 boy Stephen Barry were trying to get her son to touch Stony Blair, that she was 13-year-old girl, trying to have sex with, and her older son, how things wasn't getting too much more kind of more like weird. So I feel like her son felt like that yeah, I feel like she felt like her son also being like, I guess touched on, taken advantage of everything. How and so and so I don't know. It's some more stuff, it's surrounding the case, to where that she said that her son, um, wasn't feeding properly. So I think the two kids had took away his food, and how they trying to make him drink piss, urine, man. I don't know. I feel like the child was trying to like urinate her son in the face, man, in the mouth, and more of these type of disgusting things right there, man. I don't know. I feel like the mother felt like that she want to take her son basically from two demons. How they on how she killed her two children, man. I feel like she called them demons because what did to her son, how her son wasn't you know I guess be protected by by two children who did, was kind of like doing this to her son. So I feel like that she had killed her two children by strangling one of them to death. And how okay, first she had had told about what happened, and so I think she's trying like ask the boy on why did he mess with her son, and how I guess the boy felt more fearful about what she would do. And is I watched this type of interview like a couple years ago, to where that she said that she trying like beat him, and how first trying to put a bag over his head, and how she trying to put a belt around his neck, and how she trying like trying to kill him to death. And I feel like now your boy just survived. And so I feel like that yeah, I think she had killed the other girl too a couple of weeks later. How first she had killed the boy, then she killed the 13-year-old girl next, man. And how she had murdered both of them, in the same probably a couple weeks ago, or same different weeks. How she killed, one. How she trying to hide the body in the home, and kind of wrestling with that. She's trying to have her 17-year-old daughter, I guess, trying to have the bodies hidden in the home, and how it would be not seen. So the bodies was found in the freezer, man. How this lady had put the two children bodies in the freezer, man, and how and how the body was cold, frozen up, man. But so I do feel like why would she put two children in the freezer for, man? Why would she put her children, outside the cold freezer, man? I don't know why. So I feel like the police, instead of trying to find her, find the bodies in the home, and how on how the bodies were found, and I don't know. I feel like this type of story, I don't know. I feel like it's more of a tragic story, involving a mother who kills basically her two children over her son being touched on. So I kind of knew what she was going through the time to where that her son felt like her son was very much, powerless, and how two demons, I guess basically were trying to use her son for their gain by, you know, being violated, touched on, violated by two people. And so I feel like this case, it's kind of over a tragic case, man, to where like two children are gone behind the mother's ashes, and so I feel like why the fuck did she put her two children in the freezer, man? And I feel like it's type of thing where if somebody had a body somewhere, like somewhere they cannot be found, but I feel like she put the bodies in the freezer, man, and how and how the bodies can be frozen up like over past few weeks, days, months, years at a time, and so I feel like it's a tragedy that happened bad over thing. I mean, I probably said around 2015 or 2014. So I know it happened around 7 or 6 years ago, man. But so okay, I read somewhere that the fathers wasn't around. So I guess it's kind of more of a child abuse type of thing, to where they yeah, I had like read somewhere that the child was abused before, on how on how she abused the child before. Hold on. Yeah, I probably said that the lady had abused the child before. How the child got beaten with belts. On I said stitching cords, irons, everything. Man, how she abused those children. That I said back then, like previously before the murder happened. So I feel like she had I guess abused I guess Stephen Blair, 9-year-old Stephen Blair, how Stony Blair was, 13-year-old girl who, got abused by her. And I don't know, I feel like, where's the fathers in this case? So I feel like, what's the fathers that, man, like, the fathers is not even, in the home, I guess. I don't know, I feel like the fathers, wasn't there to protect the children. And I gotta watch, some interviews about this case, to where the father, and her lost custody, of the children, how there wasn't like supposed to get, I guess parental, yeah, I think the father got parental rights over the children, how the children, I guess I don't know if like the father, I guess supposed to he get the rights of the children, how she felt angry that the father got rights of and not her, and how she was counted on as a unfit mother, man. But so I think she was known, as an unfit mother, how she wasn't, taking care of her children, man. But how she was partying in the home, and how things, it wasn't right, man. So I feel like Michelle Blair, was an unfit mother, how she had, wasn't taking care of the children right, how that she wasn't feeding the children or whatever. But and so I feel like the father, like two fathers I seen, two fathers in the courtroom, like one of them got rights of the children and the other children. Um, yeah, I probably say the other father. I guess they're supposed to be their. I don't know. I feel like Michelle Blair had knew both of them. I think she I think got involved with the other father. It was a part other man who supposed to be the father of the deceased children, but so I feel like she had met both dudes and how dudes wasn't there in the home to protect the children, man. But I don't know. I feel like this case kind of hard to like basically describe if if the mother is crazy in the head or what she was trying to protect her other son from these two children on the screen, like Stephen Blair and Michelle Blair. I mean no, I talk about Stephen Blair, Barry and Stony Blair, 13-year-old girl who was killed, but so I guess she wasn't like trying to protect her other child or being used, abused, whatever they call it, man. But and so I feel like it's a horrible case, man. That she happened back over a couple years ago to where that the woman now is doing life in prison, man. How she doing the life parole, basically for murders of 9-year-old Stephen Barry and 13-year-old girl Stony Blair. How both of them are dead, deceased, man. But so I don't know what happened to the other child. I guess the child is probably foster care. I don't know, but so I feel like the mother stream was a demonic mother that killed two children, and how I don't know. I think she couldn't have had it a different way, man. I feel like why would you kill children for, man? I like all my things I don't understand about why would you kill two children, man? Like why you kill two children by by trying to put a belt around a child's neck and trying to kill them, man. But I don't know. I feel like it's more of the kind of emotional thing that happened. Basically the mind to it that she wasn't herself, and so I feel like she wasn't herself, and her mental state is not there, and I guess she felt like she want to get revenge. To kill two children in the screen by I guess strangling them to death and hiding the bodies in the home, man. But and so yeah, I had like read some more stuff about this case. Okay, first she had put hot water, on this boy's face. How she had put like I guess hot water to where um the boy skin. I guess I don't know. I guess it was kind of too hot, and how she poured water on the boy's back. How the skin kept peeling off the a skin I don't know if like the skin was very much peeling off of him, but so I feel like the woman had trying to put hot water on this boy's face, and how she put a bag over this boy's head, and how she put a belt around her neck and trying to strangle him to death. And so I feel like this is the woman that is in jail right now, for crimes, and how she is, unfit mother. And so I do think that she's trying to protect her older son from abuse, man. But and so yeah, I like watch another interview to where that she was in jail, and how she get like to defiant, and how she'll fight the guards and stuff, and how she wasn't I guess I said bending her rules in the jailhouse, and how she wasn't bending the rules, and how her whole head was bald for real, man. I feel like I mean I seen this type of news to where that that her head was shaved off, and how she felt like she is. I don't know. I guess she said that she kind of trying to get authority now because she doesn't want to obey the rules in jail, and how her head was shaved off, and I feel like that she was bald headed woman, how she wanted like I don't know, get took over to jail, and how the woman now is doing a lot of time for her crimes, and man, I feel like the children didn't have a chance basically to survive. I don't know. I guess she felt like that. She would get angry at the children or get revenge on them. About what they did to their her son and man. But man, sad though. It's that story that I do for y'all on YouTube. So it's that story, a trash story though about the woman that is in jail for life, man. So make sure you like, comment, and shout out to peace. I'm out here. Take care and peace.